like these Feria Libre tours. Look. So yeah, the whole Gringo community, all 10,000 of you, go ahead and take the Feria Libre tours. But remember that you're in kindergarten. It's just a starting point. I've been to the vendors that serve Gringos. The prices are elevated to a Gringo level. Other vendors that aren't selling the Gringos aren't selling for that price. So you're not buying at the local rate.
Like that. Discúlpame, entonces serían dos ensaladas o dos sopas.
Sopa.
Sopa, ¿y usted también sopita?
La ensalada es pequeña o es bastante?
Es un plato de sopa, es regular.
No, la ensalada de guacamole.
Aguacate pequeño, pero te viene con tu lechuga, con tu rabanito, pepino.
Sopa está bien, dos sopas.
Sopitas. ¿Y de segundo? ¿El pescado?
De pescado, sí.
Dos pescados, ok.
De pescado, ya, ok. Teriyaki, ya.
Hola amiga, gracias por la visa.
Ya, bueno.
Muchísimas gracias.
Bueno.
That's the guy that told me how much to pay for the hat.
Oh, he's got one.
And thanks to him I had the confidence when I went to the Mercado and I said give me a good price, so she already automatically dropped it to the $8, and then I knew it was 7, so I said I'll give you 7. She said okay. It gave me a guideline because normally if I didn't have that guideline I would have
Still negotiated.
I would have
right?
negotiated like crazy, but it would have taken longer.
You probably would have gotten it for 5
Maybe
or 6.
I'd have gotten it for 6, who knows? Wow guys, for being 9:45 a.m. it feels like midday sun. It really does. It feels really strong. Okay. First, we're eating out, so it's short on veggies and it's not super healthy or anything. No, skip that. Nobody wants to hear that. We're eating out, so just grin and bear it.
I think that fish looks good. That looks delicious.
I'm not saying it's not going to taste good.
Okay, take a bite and tell me how is it.
Yeah, it's teriyaki.
It's good? Yeah, I knew it would be. It looks very good.
Mercados is not for timid people. You know what I'm talking about. You know, you're going to have to come out of your shell. If you don't, you're going to forever be just on that level of Gringo-ness. Is that really, I mean, I don't know, to me it seems abnormal. A lot of women's hats.
And I left mine in Cuenca because I didn't want to look like a tourist.
Discrimination. I want a hat. I got a good hat. This is my long-term sunny weather hat. Gotta have this, guys. I mean, you know, this t-shirt thing where your neck's sticking out. Ooh. Sunburn. And
Especially you pasty people.
Well, it's even worse for them. You know who you are. So guys, let me know what you think. I'm just wondering, maybe sometimes I might cross over into things that I shouldn't put on these videos, that they should go into the private section or the private area. So feedback guys, feedback. What would you like to see in the private section? You know, not all material is suitable for public consumption. Well, for example, right? You're trying to inform and tell people something. You've got an insight, and you want to share it. You want to help people. And you don't mean any harm, and you don't mean to upset anybody. But sometimes that just happens, because that's the nature of, you know, the nature of people. When something is designed for public consumption, you have to caramelize it. But you know, we're not caramelizers, so we've got a dichotomy going on here. I'm just saying, it's just a starting point. You know, the way to shop in mercados is totally different than that. So just use the tours as a starting point. My focus isn't the tours. My focus is how to really do things on a local level and how to really shop at mercados if that's what you really want to do. I've run into gringos, even locals that are bilingual that haven't lived in their own country for decades. They ask me, well, where did you get that bag of tomatoes? It's like they speak the language. I mean, come on. I'm just saying that people are naturally lazy and they want the easy route. Look, you don't have time to walk around. You got to walk around and probe, ask, point, reject. You know, that's the way it's done. But isn't it just like the gringos? They just want everything handed to them, especially on forums. Isn't it the easiest thing in the world to just go on a forum, right? And get all your answers? It's so easy, right? And everything sounds so great, right? And then you come down here and it's like, whoa, what's this? 10% rental increase per year? Huh. And then this peer pressure thing. Now, when was the last time a salesman used peer pressure on you? Like, hey, everybody does it. Is that a reason to sign a contract that's not in your favor? No, I can't. I myself am uncomfortable. This is what I've been saying in all my videos. When you come down here, there's two camps. There's people from big cities that are used to this kind of thing. And to them it's normal. And when you read forums, that's who's on there. And then you got folks that live in normal land. You know? Guys like us that had the same landlord in the States for 7 years and never had a rental increase. So this is what you're competing with when you come down here. As a final note to the idea of how to do things properly at these mercados, there's the aspect of letting you know what you're actually doing, and then there's the aspect of the consequences. For example, as we've written already blog posts about it, so you can research this on the discovercuencaecuador.com. But when I go to those vendors that are servicing just a constant stream of gringos that are coming off a forum or a seminar or whatever it is, a class, a tour, these vendors won't sell to me at local prices. And so what's happening is that I'm being locked out of local prices on those items. I'm not saying all the items are that way because the gringos don't buy all the items. I've talked to locals. It's not just about me either. I've talked to locals in my neighborhood about this. They're just as upset about it as I am. I think that it's important for people to understand consequences, and I think it's important for people to understand that this is not about just Frank and Angie. There are locals here that feel the same way, and rightly so. You know, taking a place like a mercado, which is designed for poor people to shop, and turning it into a tourist hub, it's a travesty. The words I want to say, I just have to pick them carefully, and I don't mean that in a bad way. The gravity, how deep and important and how much of a scar it is on the local community is not to be underestimated or swept under the rug. You know, somebody has to say something, and you guys need to know, you know, and that's why I tell you. Anyhow, with that, pray about it, peace be with you, and understand we have your goodwill in mind in the long run. Because if we can keep the locals happy, then we're all going to be happy in the long run. Okay? Well, nobody wants what's happening in Panama in the high tourist areas with the crime or Vilcabamba. Nobody wants that. But as I said in some other videos, some people have the ability to see things like that coming and some don't. So I'm trying to help you see it and put two and two together. Peace be with you, and I hope you have a nice day.
Going back to Cuenca to get all of our staff to move to Salinas. Guess who's sleeping?